Sooner or later, it's going to say broadcasting live. Deleted the last video. Actually, is this 27 or 28? I don't know which one this is. Deleted the last video. Which one is this? Hold up, come here. 28. Okay, deleted the last video. Just because I had got stuck. And now I'm back on this bank accounts or bank cards for removing a bank card in the view model. But in order to remove a bank card in the view model, you should be first loading the bank cards. And so this was exposed as a result of me working on the UI and said, oh, hell's bells. I have tests for removing a bank card within my accounts domain, but I didn't even consider the fact that I have to load the bank cards, right? And so that's just because I was in the zone. So that's something that I need to handle. What's this system.collections.object model? I don't know. It says that I don't need that. So I can remove that right over there. And yeah, so now what, Willis? Well, there's an initialize method that I added here. That initialize should do the loading for me. In order to do that, I also have a test that I'm ignoring called load bank cards, right? And that's in my, this should say bank cards. It should be plural. It should say bank cards, okay? So, I could get rid of that ignore for right now. And there's a load bank cards. And so this initialize right here should basically get the bank cards for that particular account, okay? And then I just say view model dot cards any should equal true, right? Meaning that I should have at least one bank card, hence any. All right. So now what, Willis? Well, there's an attempt in here. That attempt is adding a bank card and removing a bank card. Well, okay. So that, let me see about this. This is bank cards. This add bank card, that's not really necessary, right? That's outside the scope of what I'm doing. This account not validated, whatever. So I should really just have a remove bank card, right? That's what I should really have. No, this is going to break hella tests, but theoretically, I should just be able to do something like this. Okay. And we can say, we could rename this to try remove, and that function will be a result type of okay or error. All right, we could do something like that, right? Control Shift B, that should break some tests that I have. And so once it identifies the tests that are broken, then I can modify my tests, which, let me see. There's a bank cards right here. And so control and mode collapses everything. And these three tests right here, they should all not compile. Okay. And mock dot what? Mock dot, so if we look at this successful attempt, hitting F12, it doesn't like that. We do something like this, and then go over here. There's a remove bank card that let me go back over here. And let me go back up here, and there should be like a mock dot remove card, but it's not defined in here. Okay. Now, if we look at this bank cards and we look at remove card, that takes a account, a validated card, and it is going to yield a result like that. So, okay, I should have a mock in here. And that mock, I can say let remove, say card. We could say bank card, whatever. Remove bank card, and that's lowercase c. And that equals, and then that was a function. And well, before I say it's a function, let's make sure that we're implementing this remove bank card function type. So that's going to be a function that takes two parameters, account and the validated card, and it's going to yield a okay, and it's supposed to be a validated card list. And I don't know, I don't really care about that list right now. Something like that. Okay, so that's the mock that I just created, which should be over here. So it should be mock dot remove bank card. Um, Same thing over here, mock dot remove bank card. And same, I already did that over there. Control Shift B should handle that for me. And while that's building, it'll probably give me a couple other errors. Let me scroll up some. Nope, nope, nope. Error over here. And remove bank card. Okay. And Control Shift B, keep building. And there's a error over here. It says cannot convert method something something something. Okay, so how am I supposed to do this? I'm in C# over here, so let remove equals new. I shouldn't have to do that. It should just be this. That should be fine. I shouldn't have to care about that. So the actual error says cannot convert method group to a whole bunch of things like that. And what it's saying is that, let me go back. What it's saying is that C# doesn't really do well with function types. And so this remove bank card is a function type. And then here C# doesn't really know what to do. And honestly, I don't really know what to do either, because I kind of just expected this to just work. But it says cannot convert from method group to F# func. La 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 la. There's one way that we can get around this. We could this attempt over here probably can be broken down into two different attempts, right? One is attempt. This should probably be based on. I'm thinking if I could separate this into different modules, but that's not going to look like it's going to work. Attempt add, and then you could say bank card. Then over here you could have attempt remove, and then you have your bank card, something like that. Okay. And so in the mock, this would now be a attempt remove, and that is going to, well, no, that's still a remove bank card. Over here, this successful attempts, I just got an email. What's this? Over here, successful attempts. That is going to be I should call that successful add attempt. Excuse me. And that's going to be add. Okay. And then I can have, let me leave this here, copy this. And then down here, say successful remove attempt. Remove like that. And that's supposed to be attempts like that. Okay. Attempt what? Attempt remove like that. Okay. And so we get rid of the add bank card and the remove operation, and we get rid of the, should be remove bank card and the add operation. Okay. So bank card add and then bank card remove. Control Shift B. Now there's a failed attempt that's down here. But right now, I just want to get these two lines up here to not have red squiggly. So translate it, I want to get these two lines right here to just compile. Then I'll move on down here and fix this other stuff, like failed add attempt, and then failed remove attempt. That's what I'll do. But I want to get these two to be clear to theirs. And so remove bank, the record type attempt remove does not contain a label. Oh yeah. So this is called bank card. And this is called bank card. Okay. So then down here, we have the same pattern. Over here, oh, come here. That's not what I wanted. Over here, we can go here and do something like failed add attempts. And this is failed remove attempts. And this would be add attempts. And this would be dyslexic. Attempt add, and then this is attempt remove. Okay. So for the remove part, we say that this is going to be a bank card. For the add part, we are going to delete the remove, and this will be a bank card. Okay. And then, okay, so I like when my things line up. Now what? Well, next, well, I'll just, this down here is supposed to be a successful add attempt. And well, we named that to a successful add attempt, right? So successful attempt should now be successful add attempt. And Control Shift B will get hell of errors in our tests. And here we go. Okay. So here, oh shoot. Let me go back, bring it back. Over here, we have a attempt, and we should call this attempt add. Okay, down here, attempt, and we should call that a bank card. Okay, but we should update this to attempt add, and then say bank card like that. Okay. And so down here, okay, same thing. Now if we go Control Shift B, there will be more opportunities to make updates like the one I just did, where somewhere there's going to be a temp remove dot bank card that I need to put in. That's originally called attempt, and then dot remove bank card, which is no longer valid. So as I'm compiling the solution, it's going to give me hella errors. What's this over here? This mock over here, I think can now be called mock attempt. The mock dot gets mock dot. There's a remove in here, successful remove attempt. And it doesn't like that either. I'll show that again. All right, let's get out of here. And you are a DLL reference. Let's go to my bank cards over here. And in here, this has been changed to a attempt remove. Okay. So then here we can say, what can we say? Well, the property on here is bank card. Oh, that looks so nice. Okay. So then we go down here and over here. Yeah, this is still taking me to the class thingy. I'm not ready to mess with you yet. Hold up, mock dot. There's an attempt. I'm not sure why it doesn't like that, but if we go down here, this mock dot, what? That should be okay. Oh, successful add. So mock dot, what? Mock dot, there's an add somewhere in here. Successful add attempts. Now, if I go back to my app.xaml, Well, I have successful added temp right there. Not sure why it doesn't like that. Because it's in C sharp and not F sharp, so it wants something else. Okay, whatever. Control Shift B. What else? What other errors do we have? And this is building. It's going to spit out some more errors. Actually, the errors I can see down here. So mock successful attempt is successful add attempts. Successful attempt. All this stuff should be successful add attempt like this. I just want to do it for the document though, current document, and then just replace all that right there. Okay. So then down here it says failed attempt. And guess what? It should be a mock dot. How does this work? Failed add attempts. Okay. And so that's cool. Same thing down here, more than likely failed add attempt. Okay. Uh-oh, what just happened? Come here. All right. Now what? Control Shift B. What other errors do we have? What other errors do we have? Well, it's saying that this is still complaining about this right here. And I'm not ready to address this. Can I just throw in a null for right now? Like, can I do that? Uh-oh, hold up. What just happened? Start over. Can I put in a null right now? Can I just do that? Okay, well, let me do that for right now. I just want to get it to compile, man. So over here, this needs to be a successful add attempt. Okay. I think. Why don't you like this? What's wrong, Cookie? I'm programming right now. What's wrong with this? The expression was expected to have type attempt remove. Oh yeah, because I'm in my bank cards. So this is successful remove attempts. Okay. And mock successful remove attempts down here. Same thing here. And what else? It says cards cannot be set. Maybe you're saying that because I haven't compiled in a while. And we have some more errors. Okay, so now what? Cards cannot be set. And you're saying that you can't be set because I have a feeling I have a private right here. And you're absolutely right. So do I want to take the time to do this right now? Yeah, I think I do. So Control KC, do that. This is successful remove attempt, and comment that out too. Okay. Remember that when we're loading cards, when we implement this, we're going to have some card and then the other card that we're going to mock out in our load operation. Okay, now what? All right, so everything should build right now. And what I need to have in here is I need to have a query in here that I inject into my bank cards view model. Okay. In order to accommodate that, I have a query like this. And we'll just call that query like that. Okay. And it claims that it already knows what the query is, but so we're going to have to update this query to query what? We're going to have to query bank cards. So we'll say, say bank cards query. Okay. And that query is going to occur in our initialize over here. So we may have something like query dot bank cards. In this case, do we really need to do that? Or we could just have query. And it's going to take in accounts. And is it going to take anything else in here? I don't think so. So we could have something like this. We could have something like count query. And then that's going to let's have bank cards like this. And so that is going to result in a function that's going to perform a pattern match of okay, and then you have, cards. And I don't know, it'll do something. And then you have error, right? And that'll be message. And that'll do something too, and broadcast to handlers. What? Broadcast what? Broadcast this message to handlers. Okay. And so that's the way it'll probably look. Now we have to define this query bank cards thingamajig. And so it sounds like actual operations for a specification, right? So specification as a library for the operations. There's a query write receipts and cancel receipts. Yeah, maybe I can add query in here or bank cards in here. But then I don't really like that because something is kind of a code smell. Like I shouldn't have access to for that scope of bank cards. It shouldn't know anything about cancel receipts and ride receipts. It shouldn't. Okay. Now, let's imagine that I probably should like update that. So, oh shoot, come here. Comment this out for right now. See if I can build. And it's going to complain that I still don't have a bank cards query. Okay, so let's handle you real fast and let's have a something tells me that I should have this stuff organized into bank cards and receipts. So that's also on my to-do list. Okay. But for right now, we can have a type query bank cards. Okay. That's going to take an account and it is going to yield a result of, if it's successful, a bank card. I guess it's supposed to be validated bank card. Validated. I think we just call it card. validated card. Um, and why aren't you being recognized? It's called a validated card, and that's in my core library, which I should be referencing up here, getride.core. That's it. So that would be about a validated card list. And then else we just have an error description like that. Okay. And so that's the query bank cards. Now what? I think that's kind of all I really need, you know? So if I control shift B, and then I go back to my over here, these need to talk to each other. So query bank cards is really, yeah, I guess I'll use that convention. Something like that. Okay. And so this is building. And when it finishes building, I think I want to do some housekeeping. Stay on top of this technical debt. So let's wait for this to go green, hopefully, because it's been building for a while. I really want to get my 64 gigs around. And so, it claims it has some errors. And for that, we're just going to say null again. Okay. And it's going to complain about my tests. So the second argument after accounts is the bank card query. So there's a mock dot some type of query, and then in this case we call it a bank card query, and that's what we need to implement. Okay, so down here I'll have a let bank card query, and that's supposed to take in accounts or I could just say let bank card query, and then I could say bank card query equals, and then it's supposed to be like fun, and then that would be an account that I don't care about, and then it would be okay, and then it would be a list of bank cards. In this case, it's I think it's some card, and the other one is a other card, some other card like that. Some card, and I thought it was other card. And it doesn't like that either. If I look at my test, whatever I have commented out, some card value, there's other card. All right, that's what it's called. Other card is not being recognized. Maybe that's it. Where's the other card at? This other card is somewhere. Oh, it's there. Okay, some other card name. mock validated card. That's what other card is. So if we go down here, you have some card, which is a card there. Okay. And then we can have let other card equal what? Equal some card, okay, with what? With type equals some other card name to type, like that. So then down here, we can scroll down to over here. Now this bank card query is not being recognized. So what did I have in my specification? What did I call that? In operations, this was called query bank cards. Okay. So here, query bank cards. And now that comes, query bank cards is supposed to return a result of validated card list. Okay, so we can say something like let some validated card equal, and it's going to be validated. I feel like I did this already. Validated card, some card. Okay. And how's this working? I think it has to be something like the output is going to be a validated card. And then we can say in here, I think it's card equals, and then we say some card like that. Okay. And then we can say let some other validated card, and this is going to be some other card like that. Okay. And it doesn't like some other card, so maybe it's just other card. Okay. And so then we can say that our bank card query that we're mocking out is going to be some validated card, and it's going to also have within its return some other validated card like that. Now it's a duplicate definition of some validated card. Okay. So they say, what are you talking about, Willis? What are you talking about, Willis? And it has that right there. Okay. So, okay. Well, let's just take what I have here and let's just take this both down here and let's go back up here and we'll just do something like that maybe. Okay. I like when my stuff lines up like that. All right, so Control Shift B and spit out some more errors so I can resolve this. Okay, so you're working with boom. Now what, Willis? Okay, so we got some errors in here. All right, now let's go. So over here, now I should be able to say mock bank card query, which I have right here, and that's missing a comma though. And now you're happy. Okay. So you're happy now. All right. So successful remove attempt. Boom. That's happy. Successful remove attempt. That's happy. Successful remove attempt. That's happy. Okay. Now what? Mm, Control Shift B. See if things build. See if things build. Okay, everything builds right now. Let's go back to my bank cards view model. Let's go down here and let's uncomment this and get rid of that right there. So now we have a query, and that query that is returning a validated card list. So now we should be able to say x dot cards equals, well, is mutated from what? Um, we're going to mutate that with our observable collection, okay, of a validated card, and we're going to inject into that our cards right there, okay. Or we could say results like that because cards is already being used. So for clarity, hold up, need to put an L right there. So we could say result, and then we could just throw result right here. And so that helps out with ambiguity when it comes to human reading comprehension. And so we have something like that. Okay. Now what? So this query is query bank cards. That looks fine. Control Shift B. I think we solved it. That's what I think we did. The true test is seeing if all the tests still pass, with the exception of this load bank cards over here, but that should pass too. So if all this compiles, then let's run the test to see if all this passes. Okay. All right. So I really want to just take that $3,000. I think it's going to be like probably $3,500, and just go ahead and get my new dev machine. All right. So everything passes. Run all. Let's see how this is going to respond. Okay, so over here there is a remove main card results in one less card in set, and that makes sense. That makes sense because I'm just arbitrarily returning both cards when I query cards. We can get rid of you though. Okay, and well, that some card is only being used right here. So one could surmise that we don't need you. We could just do that. I'm not sure how well that's going to read. Something like that. IDK. All right. But this right here is broke. And so let's figure this out. So you say some card, and we have some other card, but none of this is being used anymore. So we could comment that out. But what's missing is we're not calling viewModel.initialize. So you say viewModel.initialize, something like that. Okay. And so then you can say viewModel.card is going to be view model dot cards, and I think I could do something like this. I can't do something like that. Because it's supposed to say something like that. Okay. And yeah. So if I try to run this, it should still fail. We have a not defined somewhere. And view model dot card. We could say view model dot cards dot. How do you want to do this? I guess I could use pattern matching maybe. How would I do that if I did pattern matching? I would let me see. Control KC. I would say like view model dot cards. And then I would have like a function in here. And then I would have, how would this work? I would have like a, no, this cards is an observable collection, so it's not even a list. So maybe I can't do that, but maybe I would say like observable dot cards dot count is equal to 1, and then I could say and I could say and this viewModel.cards dot item, right? Because I can't say dot single, or I guess I can. Dot single dot. Uh-oh, it doesn't know what that is. That single is just pointing to two sources validated card. Yeah, but you're not. You don't. You're not letting me do that unless I probably do a down downcast. If I do this right here, you're not letting me do that either, are you? Because single is single is single. Oh, no. Something like that. And then I do this. Nope, that doesn't matter. Hold up. So the count equals 1 and viewModel.cards, which is supposed to be a validated card. I should be able to say dot card. Oh, look at that. Okay. Dot card equals, and then I should be able to say mock, and then some other validated card. That's what I should be able to say, and there shouldn't be any issues. It says that the validated card is not accessible from this location. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Okay, so I have to say, what? How do I do this? I can call. So this is internal. Do I have a get card? No. Okay. I could do something like let get card equals. Oh yeah, and that's going to return a validated card. Then I can say that equals, oh yeah, and this is going to take a card. Okay. So then I could say let get card and then say, well, this would be a validated card like this. And then I could say something like validated card dot card like that. How does this work? Where am I at? Cards is complaining that the validated card is not accessible from the location. I feel like I should be able to do this. Validated card, its member card is not accessible, but this should be accessible. Um, oh, okay, that's it. Okay, something like that, and then I guess I don't need you over here. So then Control RT. And let's see if this is going to do anything. In this building. And it's still building. And this is why I want to upgrade my machine. And it's still building. And it's still building. And it's still failing. It says that method has non-void return value, but no result is expected. Oh, shoot. Just verify asserts that is true. But the thing still failed, all right? Okay, that's pretty clever the way that they caught that. And it passes. Okay, good stuff. So, now what? Well, that's fine. All the tests passed now. I'm still using this stuff. No, some of this stuff can go. Okay. Control Shift B. Control MO. Collapse everything. Okay. And so that's the core library. I just implemented this initialize right here. So that works right now as we rely on our test API to provide the data. Oh yeah, and there's something else I wanted to do. So I want to go into my operations in my specification library, and I want to organize this, right? So I want to have a module bank cards, and I want that to be this right here. Okay. And these right here. Okay. So we got to push that over. We'll have another module called module. I don't know what you want to call this. Transactions, for lack of a better name. And so do something like that. Okay. Transaction is going to have pay and then query receipts, cancel receipts, stuff. Okay. So then we could take that query bank cards and we'll throw that up here. Okay. Bring that back like that. And that means that this can now be something like that. Okay. And push that out into the transactions module scope. And that pay over here. Something like that. And something like this. And that looks like it's just separate. Okay, so if that's separate, then maybe I can just do something like that. All right. When I build, I'm going to get some errors because now I need to have specification.bank cards and specification.transactions. So I should get errors related to that. And build. Okay, so over here, operations dot bank cards. Okay, and over here, it should be operations dot transactions, like that. And so now I should be able to Control Shift B, build. Okay, and over here, operations dot bank cards. Okay, and Control Shift B. We're going to have our tests, and we know up here it's going to be I have all these errors right here. That's going to be that mock is going to have both operations.bank cards and receipts, or operations.bank cards and operations.transactions, should I say. And after ride is not being recognized. Okay, Control Shift B. Control MO. More errors over here. Query's not being recognized. That's in the receipts, so operations.transactions. Okay. Control B. This bank card's over here is still suspect. Okay, and the red squiggly went away over there. 2 succeeded. Everything builds. Now we should attempt to run. So let's see if we can run. All the tests pass. Okay. Control ML. Expand everything. Quick review. That looks fine. Close that file. Scan here. That looks fine. Close that file. Core. Everything's being used. This is a large test API file, so I'm not going to go through that. Bank cards view model. That looks okay to me. Okay. Let's get rid of that core right here. Should probably come after the system namespace being imported there. Okay. And well, I don't know why you're way out there. There must be order. Okay, like that. And okay, let's go back. And la 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 la. Everything looks fine there for the most part, except this looks kind of out of place. But besides that, everything else looks okay. Okay, so I'm gonna close that. Now we have our operation specification for accounts. I just split that up into transactions and bank cards. Put a little bit of space there. Yes. Readability. Yes. Consistent with up here. There's a space. Yeah. Okay. And now what? This right here is suspect. I'll look at that another day. Okay. And our add bank card.fs test is this right here. And well, all that looks fine to me so far. Okay. And so we can check this file in and let me see over here. And what do we say? We say we refactored operations. We refactored count dot specification dot operations. Or you could say partition count specification operations into transactions and bank cards. And then something else that we did was we added bank cards dot initialize, and that's pretty much what we did. So commit all and push, and that is in here. Okay, and so I can end this video. And how do I do this? You're not being used. You're not being used, and you're not being used. And over here, we can go ahead and stop this broadcast because I am done. So stop broadcast.